Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Good afternoon, family, friends, Arlington Memorial staff. Guest speaker, Mr. James Ashman. School Board Chair, Mr. Todd Wilkins. Superintendent, Mr. William Basic. Community members in the class of 2019. I'm honored to have been asked to welcome you to our commencement ceremony. For it wasn't long ago, 30 years, I received my Arlington Memorial High School diploma on this very stage. I'd like to begin by highlighting and celebrating some interesting and important statistics about our seniors. 30 members of the senior class. 51% attended Southwest Vermont Career Development Center. 40% are the first children in their family to graduate from AMHS. 30 Hobie leaders, 1 soccer All-American, 25 enrolled in post-secondary education. 3 received technical certifications during their high school career. 70% high school athletes. 54, the number of colleges and universities that accepted our scholars. 9 members in the music program. 1 Congressional Art Award artist. 19 held part-time jobs. 17 are the last child in their family to graduate from AMHS. 3 international students, 5 entering the workforce. 10% were successful hunters this season. 4 enrolled in college courses during their high school career. 13 state champions. 1 Dorset theater playwright. 21 attended Arlington schools since kindergarten. 1 completed their senior year of high school concurrent with her freshman year of college. 33% participated in work-based internships. 10 are fluent in a second language, English, Spanish, Chinese, and sign language. 7 acted in theater performances at Arlington Memorial, and 43% were enrolled in AP courses. And 100% of our graduates will leave the gymnasium today as Arlington Memorial alumni. Thank you for being here to celebrate a milestone in the life of our seniors. Congratulations to the families of the graduates who have supported these young men and women throughout the years. Thank you to our staff who chose a career that shapes the lives of the next generation, and the community for continually supporting our children. Today, we share the successes of the collective work we do each and every day, for it's the partnership between home, school, and community which yields the greatest results. Thank you, and welcome to our 2019 graduation ceremony.
Our guest speaker tonight, or this afternoon rather, grew up on a small dairy farm in Arlington, New York. He graduated from Belleville Henderson Central School in 2001 and attended St. Lawrence University in Canton, New York, where he graduated with his bachelor's in English and master's in education in 2007. He then proceeded to teach English, drama, and English as a second language in New York and California before coming here in 2011 to teach English and co-run the varsity theater program. Please join me in welcoming Mr. James Ashman.
Thank you, Katie, for the wonderful introduction. And thank you all for being here to celebrate this fantastic group of young men and women. A special thank you to you parents. Your time and love is part of why we are here today. When Will and Jack came to my classroom asking me to speak at their commencement, I was truly honored to accept. This group in front of me holds a special place in my heart and career. We all, with some later additions of course, came here together in 2011, and we have all grown together these past 7 years. We've had 4 principals, over 40 teachers, and seen students come and go. But one element has remained whole and strong, and that is this school community and the unique opportunities it has been able to provide. The 2019 educational landscape is changing. Small public schools like this one are going away. District mergers, consolidations, and building closures are making special places like Arlington Memorial harder to find. And you may not realize it today, sitting here with your adult life ahead of you, but this place has put you ahead in many ways, regardless of the path you choose. At a school like this one, you cannot be lost in the crowd. You cannot go unnoticed. You cannot simply exist. You are known by every teacher and adult. All of your peers recognize you. Community members know you as an Arlington Eagle. Though many have tried, it is impossible to hide an intro to stats. If you thought you would get away with doing nothing in English 9, you were sorely mistaken. Your academic experience here was one that demanded your involvement. The small classes and intimate investments from the people here made your class time valuable. The same can be said for your extracurricular involvement. Whether you started or came in as a substitute, the school needed you for this opportunity. Participation in Community Service Day was a neighborhood necessity. And social events like cotillion and prom were only successful because you came together to make the dances special. Involvement in the happenings here, be it academic, extracurricular, or social, is a requirement, not simply for graduation, but for the function of the building. This school needed you as much as you needed it, and this need, whether you realize it or not, has made you well-rounded. During my 7 years here, I have watched many of you join a group, club, or cause without a great deal of experience. I saw Jack Lane join the fall play and thrive in a lead role. Kyla Obenauer and Aaron Kopesky hadn't played golf, but joined the team and competed in league matches. Daniel Rhodes emceed the speaking contest with no prior experience as the front man of a formal competition, and Emily Calder enrolled in AP Calculus for the challenge. Jack may never see the stage again. Aaron and Kyla may never line up another putt. Dan could avoid microphones from here on out, and Emily could decide against math in college. But these moments, and I listed only 5 of many, made your lives richer. They've made you dynamic. I grew up just like you. Well, mostly like you. I was a Flatlander from the farm plains of Lake Ontario, though Vermont natives may dispute my choice of past tense. And I was, as a teen at small, rural Belleville Henderson Central School, involved in everything. Not always out of personal desire, but out of a feeling to help out the school's cause. When our school needed a few more fellas for the musical, I answered the bell. I didn't love baseball. I preferred soccer and hoops, but I joined the team to fill out the roster all the same. The FFA, the school's quiz team, chess club, and more all thrived because our school was full of students like me. I didn't realize it as an 18-year-old, but my experiences at BHCS created someone who could do a little bit of everything. That realization came to me about 10 years later when I moved to California and began teaching at Edna Brewer, a huge 800-student public middle school just blocks from downtown Oakland. It was then when my dynamic upbringing in northern New York cow country served me best. That's right, I used my dairy farming acumen in the streets of Oakland. Whether it was workshopping drama lessons with colleagues or navigating my way through a bustling city, I was ready and willing to take the challenge on. I still wish I had found a way to mix dairy farming into teaching English to Oakland students. That is my only regret. But I wasn't specialized. I was a teacher with a variety of experiences to fall back on, and I was able to take my small community approach and use it effectively, even in a place that couldn't be more unlike Belleville. So when I came to Arlington, a place very similar to Belleville in 2011, my thoughts on well-roundedness were verified by this school. And by the time I finished my first year, when you were all in 6th grade, I had coached basketball, softball, helped out with refereeing, and joined multiple teaching committees. Now, here at AMHS, if there is a team, committee, movement, goal, or effort I want in, and I have my small school roots to thank. As you move forward to bigger places, grander ideas, and larger responsibilities, continue to seek out that which will keep you versed in the varieties of life. By all means, find that which you are passionate about and give that passion your best. But also continue to seek out opportunities that will help you maintain a well-rounded life. Continue to venture into new and uncertain ideas because you don't know any better, but you are willing to learn and find out. Keep your AMHS well-rounded attitude. You and those around you will be all the richer for it. Thank you and good luck.
Not 10 miles from this podium, on a hot summer day in 1840, Daniel Webster addressed over 15,000 people at the Whig Party's National Convention. Just about a mile from this podium stands the home of Thomas Chittenden, the first governor of Vermont. Less than 5 miles from this podium, Norman Rockwell painted intimate portraits of small-town life. And not 3 miles from this podium is a stand of trees dedicated to the memory of Dr. James Canfield Fisher, a member of the Ghost Soldiers of 1945. 2 miles from this podium lives a Marine, Don Keelan, who guarded the president. We are a town of leaders and painters and heroes. Sandy Wright sat on a chair in the second row and gathered her diploma in June of 1968. Sandy, born and raised in Arlington, was there at Happy Days when knees were bloodied and scraped, tantrums were thrown, and classmates started disputes. Mr. and Mrs. Warner taught chemistry and Spanish and soccer, but mostly they taught about life. Mr. Cross guides us through geometry and calculus. Mrs. Cross forces us to open our wings and fly alone. They stand not 100 feet from this podium. We are a school of love and inspiration. While Mr. Wood and Mr. Ashman teach algebra and English, they are also on the soccer and softball fields, coaching and supporting. Mr. Woodman and Mrs. Einzig, when not lecturing about American government or Spanish, are on the track field, encouraging our less than willing selves to run faster and farther than we thought possible. And on the sidelines of all of our athletic ventures stand even more teachers, parents, and community members supporting us, often loudly. We are a community. We are a family. I stand here at this podium. My classmates surround me, and we in turn are surrounded by your love. We sense your inspiration. We acknowledge your guidance and teachings. We are forever a part of this town, eternally a part of this community called Arlington, this family of Arlington. As we, the class of 2019, Go forth into the world. Our shoulders shall not buckle. Our steps shall not falter. Our passion shall be steadfast. For we are of the strength of Arlington.
I am surrounded by many admirable people, including not only my fellow graduates, but successful board members, our inspiring principal, our motivating guest speaker, and many astute teachers. And yet I, an 18-year-old, soon-to-be high school graduate, has been asked, and I mean told, to speak words of wisdom. So, here it goes. I am happy to say I am graduating from Arlington Memorial High School. It's been quite the journey to get here, and I couldn't be happier to share this time with my classmates. It's been a bumpy journey, but here we are, nearing the light at the end of the tunnel, as they say. As we stand here in the light, we can look back on the good, the bad, and the ugly, and learn from them. No more extra credit, no more, can I turn this in late? No more teen drama. It's time for real life. High school is such a small fraction of our lives, but let's face it, it felt like forever. With sports, classes, work, homework, and sometimes even a social life, one day could have felt like a whole week. But sometimes between all the hustling and bustling of our busy schedules, we lost our focus and our purpose. And sometimes it was too easy to get stuck in this rhythm of being too comfortable. We all have certain comfort zones, like groups of friends where we sit to eat lunch, what classes we want to be in, what sports we're a part of. But after today, those little comfort levels that protected us aren't always going to be there. We need to start getting comfortable with the idea that things are going to be uncomfortable for us. But that's how we grow. Get comfortable with knowing that we aren't always going to know the right answer. Yes, I know, in about 20 minutes, we're going to have a fancy piece of paper in our hands telling us we might know lots of answers about biology, algebra, or history. But I'm not talking about those types of answers. I'm talking about answers to questions like, am I being the best person I can be? How do I wish to be seen by others? Do I wish to be remembered as the person who went out of their way to put others down or to lift others up? High school is such a small fraction of our lives, and it is also a fraction of the Arlington community. Even though being comfortable can sometimes prevent us from growing, the comfort of our community has helped us answer those questions. Being a community does not mean we are all the same. On the contrary, being a community means taking our differences and making them that which brings us together. I am so proud and so grateful to have had the Arlington community by my side throughout this crazy journey, and I hope my fellow graduates share this appreciation. Arlington has remained a constant in my life and has always given me a shoulder when I needed one. We are connected, we are supportive, we are compassionate, we are Arlington. Thank you.
Therese Kristen Belknap.
Linus Belowian. Colleen Marie Blomberg. Harley Mayanne Burdick. Emily Elizabeth Calder. Emily Olive Calkins.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jillian Lynn Calkins.
That's okay.
Zachary James Davis.
Thanks.
Alyssa Christine Harrington. Kirsten Michael Hess. Chase Everett Hoyt. Fair William Hoyt.
Jan Yerebek. Erin Marie Kapesky. Jackson Parker Lane. Katie Rebecca McCartney. Simon Augustus Alexander Metcalf. Shy Ann Morse. Tori M. Morse. Shamar E. Muncie. Kyla Marie Obenauer. Chaz A. Pike.
Fausto Pinto Cabrera. Daniel John Edward Rose. Lainey Elizabeth St. Ange. Veronica Desiree Sarbu. Shayna Avon Staub. William Blake Stewart. Isabella Lee Ward.
Juliana Gabriel.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Directors of the Arlington School District, I certify that these students of the class of 2019 have met all graduation requirements set forth by the state of Vermont and the Arlington Board of Education. Congratulations, class of 2019.